they're even more headwinds than what we've talked about, because there's a kind of demonization of work, or at least a demonization of certain types of jobs. There was an article I saw recently, and are 40% of the jobs in America dead-end jobs? I mean, the left, and I will say it's the left, has been demonizing work and demonizing certain types of jobs, and really emphasizes only the money parts of the jobs and none of the other cultural and psychological benefits of jobs. And we now, with AI, artificial intelligence, have some very, very smart people in Silicon Valley saying, well, look, when we succeed at what we're working on, 90% of America won't be able to have a job, and so we're just going to have to ship them money while we fiddle with our artificial intelligence machines. I think it's a pernicious idea. I think it's wrong, but that's out there.
Well, I think we agree. I should say I think you're letting the right off too easy when you say the kind of dead end job mentality is a left of
could
center.
be.
I'm
a partisan. I'm a partisan.
I think if I had to assign the blame, I think it is maybe more pernicious on the left, but there's certainly no share of folks right of center who have certainly similar attitudes in their own line, that they will express off the record, whether or not they find it politically viable to express them. And so I do think, we should talk about AI, but even just there's a cultural discussion to have here about, again, if we think about why we value work, why work is important, what the cultural salience of it is, and what it means to be, to have respect for the work that you do, and to realize that the concept of a dead-end job is nonsensical, because the point of work isn't to move up an organizational chart. That's fine if your personal goal is to move up an organizational chart. But as for the reasons we were just discussing about why work matters, organizational chart is beside the point. Work matters because it's something that you do that lets you, that makes you a contributor. And it's something that allows you to support your family. And it's something that gives you purpose. And it's something that gives you interaction with the outside world. And none of those things have anything to do with an organizational chart. And frankly, a lot of the jobs that we consider high status jobs, don't look so good on those metrics. A lot of what we would call lower status jobs, folks who are working harder for less pay in really important roles in our communities, by any objective measure, those should be the high status jobs. And so, I'm not here to change human nature, but I do think we should really aggressively reject the concept of dead end job and say that's not the right way to talk.